Capricorn, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with your monthly message for March 2020. We are using Thelema Tarot, Arcanum Tarot, and the Millennium Thoth Tarot. I do hope I'm saying that correctly. For your message this month. And like the February mid-month readings, we're going with the same format. Your top row, Thelema Tarot, is all about what's now for Capricorn. Middle row is what's in development, what is becoming, Arcanum Tarot. Bottom row, Millennium Thoth Tarot. This is about the energies that are contributing to your long-term happiness and fulfillment. As always, I recommend you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. It'll give you quite an in-depth message about the energy atmosphere for the month of March that you will be navigating. All right, let's jump into it. Your first card, top row. This is what's now for Capricorn. Knight of Swords. Rushing into the fray. So knights convey messages between cards. I may actually pick another one for him to see where he's come from. So you know he's one of our most impetuous knights. He is ever in motion. He fulfills his mission. He's got a bit of tunnel vision, actually. So he doesn't necessarily look into the periphery, and that can sometimes be folly for him. So when we see his card, we are reminded to make sure that we are seeing the whole picture. Pause. Pause in the action, and pause for enlightenment. It's lovely to see the Hanged Man or the Hermit next to this guy. So maybe he'll turn up. So let me just ask the cards here, where has the Knight of Swords come from? The Ace of Pentacles. Divine and cosmic gift of opportunity. So the Ace of Pentacles is a card of abundance, bounty, opportunity, fertility, great love, and it's a divine and cosmic gift on offer to you. It is a door that opens for you, and you step across it. So you, Capricorn, have stepped across the doorway like the Knight of Swords. You boldly went through it. There wasn't any holding you back there, which is great. Just make sure you're looking all around, getting a full picture of what's going on, because next to this is Nine of Swords. That's the Awake at 3 a.m. anxiety card. Sorting energy, sorting events. This is something that's on your mind, and perhaps you'd rather it not be. And you're looking for a way to satisfy it and fulfill it. Now the Knight of Swords carries the Ace of Swords, divine and cosmic gift of everlasting strength and brilliant clarity. And if ever you need brilliant clarity, it's when you see the Nine of Swords turn up. So when we add that sword with the Knight to the 9, you have the 10. 10 of Swords is the fallen master. There is something beyond this gateway of the Ace of Pentacles, the gift of the Ace of Pentacles for you, that is near fulfillment. There's an energy you're carrying with you. You brought it with you across that threshold into that gateway. And it's something that seeks fulfillment. It's something that you'd like to bring to an end and to completion. Let's see what comes with it. You have the Devil, and with him, the Hermit. So we do have the Hermit in the reading, and the Knight of Swords does require, it's good advice for him to pause in the action for enlightenment. The Devil card is a message about the things that we turn over and over that eventually imprison us. And with the Nine of Swords sitting next to the Devil, those two cards go hand in hand in some way intuitively when you see them. So Capricorn, there's something on your mind. You'd like to get it off your mind. You'd like to stick some swords through it and put an end to it. and you are being guided into enlightenment. So the question here is, what have I not considered, and what is the gift in this? And then to allow the enlightenment, the illumination of the hermit's lamp to inform you. When we see the hermit too, the message he brings is a quest beckons. So you're already on the quest because the Ace of Pentacles was a doorway, a gateway you stepped through. And you know, you came through that door like gangbusters there on the Knight of Swords, though you ran right back into an old scenario or an old thought or belief system, some sort of programming that has stifled you before and trapped you. Devil card. Let's take a look at the Return to Spirit Oracle card and see what energy you're working with in March. And you have knowledge. Yeah, you require some more information. And this would be an opportunity for you to tune into your own intuitive gifts, which are substantial. I love how Capricorns are intuitive. I mentioned this in the February reading. You're so decisive. When it comes to you, it's the rule. It's the law. It's no longer just intuition. It's intuitive fact for Capricorns. I love that. How dedicated you are to your own intuitive gifts and the information that it will provide. So do that, go there, because it really pays off big for you. All right. I'm just checking the camera here to make sure it's operating properly. It looks like it might not be functioning right. We're going to roll with it though. Next row of cards. Actually, I'm going to back up for a moment, go back to the knowledge card. This is a garner your gains message too. You need to look back at prior successes, so do some hindsight work there and look at prior success and leverage your prior success on the current situation to break this chain of entrapment, some sort of emotional entrapment on the Nine of Swords and the Devil. You want to put it to rest once and for all here, and it seems that you have the energy to do it in the Knight of Swords, and you have the enlightenment and the knowledge to do it as well. Next set of cards is all about what's becoming, what's in development for you. First card is Seven of Swords. Well, Capricorn, you mean business, because this card is... it has been informing me. It has been teaching me recently. And the message that I have received off the card, it's called the Thief traditionally in tarot. And again, there can be deception, secrets, lies on this card. And I just haven't ever been able to fully reconcile that in tarot. And while it can mean, if it's not nailed down or not put away and it's something of value, you know, take care of it, so it continues to take care of you and doesn't go missing, right? So with that practical meaning set aside, we move into the spiritual meaning of this card, and it is a card of how we rob ourselves of joy. And certainly you see that happening with your Nine of Swords and the Devil card here. You have enlightenment, you have knowledge, you have stamina for, and a divine and cosmic gift of opportunity to take care of something that's been following you for a long time, or you have been carrying for a long time, and it is depriving you of your joy and fulfillment and true happiness. So that's what the Seven of Swords introduces to us. Are we feeding vulture thoughts? Are we feeding the ego just to quiet our anxiety with some justification that's not really authentic and ultimately robs us of our joy? I say yes when you see these cards here, and there's no judgment in that, all right? It happens to each and every one of us in some way. And right now, it's your turn, Capricorn, to set this right for yourself. My feeling is that as you have come into some level of maturity, Something you held in your belief system that was passed to you from your peers, elders, and culture is now informing you differently. And it's creating an opportunity for you to question, reconsider, and come to peace and harmony with something inside yourself. It may be a truth that you've been avoiding, or it may be that you have felt something, a different truth, but it goes against what you were taught, what you believed, what's in your culture. And as you liberate and free yourself from that, you live more peaceably within your own self-relationship. Next card. Justice. Yeah. Yes, I love this. One scale has a feather, the other a heart. Is your heart as light as a feather? And again, I say no when you add these cards, the Nine of Swords, the Devil, Seven of Swords. The scales may not feel balanced for you, but here we have the Ace of Swords with the scales suspended from them. Ace of Swords is everlasting strength, brilliant clarity. You have the knowledge card up here. You are being informed. You are being enlightened, Hermit. And you have a desire to move an old, sluggish, non-functioning energy that no longer has value to you, that feels like a trap. So you're going to set that free. You're going to balance the scales and bring yourself into harmony. Coming with it. The Nine of Swords again. I feel that this is more a confirmation card, that this is what it takes. It's the Justice card with knowledge, with the Hermit, with the Knight, with the Ace, that balances the scales for you. So I feel the Nine of Swords here is more a confirmation of, yes, I am doing this. Plus you have the 7 to the 9 in that same row, and it shows the progression, and Justice is the fulcrum. And how interesting that we have the scales. There's always a fulcrum in the scale, isn't there? And you're it. So perhaps Justice has been blind to your eye for a while, and now you have discovered what is just and true and right. And you're exercising mercy upon yourself for not adhering to something that is a falsehood for you. All right. Let's do another oracle card. We're going to use the Gateway Oracle and I asked the deck already, what gateway or threshold is Capricorn stepping over or through in March? And you have standing firm. I am noble, brave, and strong. Yeah, and it's going to be that kind of energy, Knight of Swords, that will balance these scales for you. You're going to be living in your own nobility, not someone else's. That's a message from my guides. All right, next row, Millennium deck. This is all about the energies that are contributing to your long-term happiness and fulfillment. And you have Ace of Swords. Beautiful. There it is. There's your knowledge. There's your brilliant clarity, your everlasting strength, standing firm right there in the reading. So the Ace of Swords, you know it's divine and cosmic gift on offer to you. So the Hermit is all about enlightenment. And the feeling here is the Ace of Swords provides a lot of the enlightenment that's harnessed in that lamp. And you are shining that toward your new horizon. So you get there by engaging your knowledge, your wisdom, your intellect, your strength, your clarity, your intuitive gifts. And again, Capricorn has amazing intuitive gifts, and once discovered, once uttered, once shared, it's real, it's true. And you provide that so well for so many other people. But when you're in a Nine of Swords situation, you tend not to trust your intuition when it comes to you. And you're turning that around. So once you start believing in the intuition you get for yourself, you create this standing firm card here. Next set of cards, there were 3 that came out. 8 of Cups, yeah. 8s in tarot, their movement, their momentum. I love this. So you're walking on from this, you're moving on from this. And the 8 of Cups has a connection, a correlation to eclipse energy. So look back at the recent eclipse or eclipses. If you are somewhat confused about what's unfolding for you in your Nine of Swords situations, you'll find it there. You know, go back and reread your journal from that time and see how that energy is now in motion for healing and releasing. Coming with the Eight of Cups is the Prince of Cups. And I like that this is done somewhat in a chariot style. The Prince of Cups is an offer, and it is the development and manifestation of our dreams and goals. So whatever your Nine of Swords is here in the reading, and you know, it's shown up twice, so it's a big deal. Whatever that is, as you release it and let it go, you're making way for the harmony, the balancing of scales, the strength, the nobility, the knowledge, the enlightenment, the divine and cosmic gifts to flow in. So once that chaos has cleared, and once you are no longer robbed of your own joy, leverage your intuition on your own self, you have the incoming flow of what's on offer to you in these divine and cosmic gifts. Doesn't feel like there's an obstacle in your way any longer. Coming with this, yeah, look at this, Ace of Cups. So it all starts going into your overflow. You've got 3 aces in this reading. Pentacles, Swords, Ace of Cups. That's a divine and cosmic gift of pure, blissful love coming to you from the universe. This is what flows in when you get out of your own way here, Nine of Swords. And then coming with that, oh my gosh, Nine of Swords again. 3 times over. So 3 aces in the reading, 3 Nine of Swords in the reading. This absolutely confirms, Capricorn, that you mean business with this. This is something that's long plagued you, and you're ready to set it down for good. Stick a flag in it because you're done. I like that. And it's the loving overflow from the Ace of Cups, the clarity from the Ace of Swords, the gift of opportunity and abundance on the Ace of Pentacles that brings healing to your Nine of Swords. Wow, having it show up 3 times over really is quite a big deal. And do keep in mind, aces in tarot upgrade frequency. So any challenging card nearby an ace is elevated. The frequency is improved. Healing happens. Love flows in. Bliss restored on your scales of justice. That's awesome. All right. The oracle card for this row comes from Sacred Traveler Oracle. So once you've stepped across this threshold and you're now standing firm, how are you traveling from there? And you have breaking trail. A breakthrough. A breakthrough is at hand. Yes, it is. Absolutely it is. Whatever your Nine of Swords situation, circumstance is in life, you're having a breakthrough with it. It's setting you free. Your knowledge, your enlightenment, your intuition will get you there. And the universe is absolutely giving you a helping hand. All right, last card will come from Sawyer's Nature Portal. This is a spirit animal for you to work with throughout the month of March. And you have the bat. So this is for you to look up and explore. Check out Animal Speak. It's a wonderful book. Or Google that and find out what Bat Spirit wants to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. So appreciated. Do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. And leave a comment if it's in your heart to do so. And do remember to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You've got the whole month to do it. And there's a whole lot of information on offer to you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.